Debt is often described as a financial prison sentence. Most of us are taught from a young age to avoid it at all costs, to save every penny and stay in the green. But what if I told you that the wealthiest people in the world are actually the biggest borrowers? They don't fear debt. They use it as a tool, a lever to move the world. Today, we break down the wall between debt that kills and debt that builds. To understand wealth, we must first identify the parasite. Bad debt is any loan used to buy things that lose value over time. It is the credit card balance spent on a vacation, or the high-interest loan for a car that loses 20% of its value the moment you drive it off the lot. When you take on bad debt, you are essentially stealing from your future self to pay for a lifestyle you haven't earned yet. And the bank is happy to charge you for the privilege. This is a cycle of financial slavery. Every month, a portion of your hard-earned income disappears into interest payments that provide zero return. It's a weight around your neck that prevents you from ever reaching the starting line of true investing. So why is this so dangerous? Because bad debt consumes your most valuable asset, your cash flow. Without cash flow, you cannot build a bridge to freedom. You are simply running on a treadmill that never stops. Now, let's look at the other side of the coin. Good debt is not a burden, it is a tool for expansion. The wealthy use debt as leverage to acquire assets that pay for the debt itself. Imagine buying a rental property. You put down 20% and the bank provides the rest. If the tenant's rent covers the mortgage, the taxes, and still puts money in your pocket, the bank just helped you buy an asset for a fraction of the price. This is the magic of OPM. Other people's money. In this scenario, the debt isn't costing you anything. It's actually making you money. This applies to business as well. If a company borrows money at 5% interest to invest in machinery that generates a 15% return, that debt is a profit-making engine. But how is this different from a normal loan? The difference is the direction of the money. Bad debt takes money out of your pocket. Good debt puts money into it. Building wealth with debt isn't a gamble. It's a math problem. The secret lies in the spread. This is the difference between the cost of the money and the return on the investment. If you can borrow at 4% and invest at 8%, you are essentially printing money. This is how banks operate, and it's how you should think too. However, this requires a disciplined mind. The real question is, how do you know if it's worth the risk? A true wealth builder never takes on debt without a clear exit strategy and a margin of safety. You must ensure that even if the market dips or a tenant leaves, you can still cover the payments. Using leverage without a plan isn't investing. It's reckless speculation. But when the numbers align, when the income from the asset comfortably exceeds the cost of the debt, you have discovered the fastest way to accelerate your journey to financial independence. You cannot build a skyscraper on a swamp. If you are currently drowning in credit card bills or high-interest personal loans, your first mission is clear: eliminate the bad debt. Use the debt snowball or debt avalanche methods to regain control of your cash flow. Once you are debt-free from consumer liabilities, you can begin to shift your mindset. Now, you might be wondering, where do I start? Start by educating yourself. Financial literacy is your greatest defense against risk. Build your credit score, save for a down payment, and look for your first income-producing asset. Whether it is a small real estate deal, a side business, or a low-cost index fund, the goal is to stop being a consumer and start being an owner. Remember, the difference between being rich and being poor often comes down to what you do with the bank's money. One path leads to a lifetime of payments, the other leads to a lifetime of profits. The choice is entirely yours. Debt is a powerful fire. It can either cook your food or burn your house down. By choosing good debt over bad debt, you are taking control of your financial destiny. If you found this lesson valuable, subscribe to the Wealth Builder's Guide and hit the bell icon. Let's build a future of freedom, one asset at a time.